Hi guys, I want to do something a little different today. What I want to do is just show off some of the software that I really like and that just seems to work and do its job. Very rarely we get software that hits the nail on the head and does exactly what it says on the tin, or I think the Gen Zs would say software that absolutely slaps. So let's get on with it. So what I want to show you today is something really simple and really straightforward. It's Microsoft Whiteboard. You've seen me use it. This is my go-to piece of software, the thing that I really use every single day. It just does what I need it to do. You can grab the Microsoft Whiteboard from the App Store, or you can actually even use this thing online, and you can actually use this at whiteboard.office.com. You'll see I use this a lot. There is a lot of whiteboards in here. There is literally at this point thousands of whiteboards in here. These are all stored in the cloud. So if you go to a new whiteboard here, the best thing that you need to do to start using this effectively in meetings or in presentations, get yourself one of these. This is a Wacom Bamboo tablet, great for drawing on if you haven't got a touch screen. This is the old one. This is a CTL 460. Select a pen, CTL 460. This thing is USB powered and it's got no drivers. It doesn't need it. It just works. The new Wacom Bamboos, they need to download drivers for them to actually function. If you can find one of these things on eBay, grab it. No drivers, plug it in, done. Chuck it in your backpack. Great. So you want to draw things? Here's some pens. I'm drawing stuff. Awesome. You want to change the pens? Click the pen. Change the color. Even better, you want to change the size of the pen. Click the pen, move the size up, change the size of the pen. Nothing particularly complicated there. You want to select it, grab it, Control C, Control V, duplicate it, Control C, Control V, duplicate it again. Easy enough. Make it a bit bigger, drag it. Each separate thing is an object. You want a ruler? There's a ruler. Okay, you want to draw a straight line, grab a pen, draw it along the ruler. We have a straight line. Great if you've got a touch screen. If not, it doesn't really matter. You know what I'm doing here? I'm switching between my pen and I'm switching between my mouse. If I use my mouse, I right click, drag this thing around. If I want to draw again, all I have to do is click on a pen and continue to draw. There's a highlighter, highlight stuff. There we go, change the color of the highlighter, change the size of the highlighter. What more do you need? Okay, I'll show you what more you actually need. Let's get rid of that ruler. We can erase stuff, of course, as you'd expect. Erasing things, not a problem. Erase partial strokes or erase entire strokes. Entire strokes, boom, there's the whole thing gone. Erase partial strokes and only erasing a small amount of it. More I wiggle that around, the larger that gets. So what else can we do? Click create on here, slap some notes on here. There we go, there's a note. Hello. We want to chuck some note grids on there, click on that, drag it across, there we go, one note grid. Awesome, drag this around a little bit more. I don't tend to use these too much, I just tend to use the pens. Sometimes I use a shape, grab a shape, throw a shape up there, easy enough, right? Add that in again. We can also add these things called templates. Microsoft have thrown a lot of templates in here recently. You want to throw some brainstorms in, grab a brainstorm template, in it goes, and zoom in and out. You can zoom in and out as much as you want. I'm just using the mouse wheel here, but if you've got a fancy touchscreen, move it in and out. All right, great. Dropping back out there, this is some of my favorite things to actually do with whiteboards. Is it's so easy to get things in and out. So let's check this out. Drop in a new window into images.google and let's go find something. Let's take a picture of an apple. Okay, take a picture of an apple. There's a picture of an apple. Right click, copy that image and come back here and Control V. There we go, there's my apple, drag it around, do what I want with it. One of the easiest things we can do here is actually use this for extremely basic manipulation. So what do we want to do? We want to put Steve Jobs on the apple. So let's go and grab a picture of Mr. Steve Jobs. There we go, let's go right click at that. Let's go copy image on that. Let's go remove BG, website I use quite a bit. Control V, paste that thing in there, removing the background. There's Steve Jobs, right click on that, copy the image, come back in here, paste it there, and we've got Steve Jobs sitting on an apple. Really, really freaking easy. This is great for presentations, great for messing with things, and also great for just basic image manipulation like this. You don't need Photoshop, you don't need GIMP, you don't need anything fancy. You've just got Microsoft Whiteboard. Do I want to export this picture of Steve Jobs on an apple? Sure. Do I want to complicate it? No, because I'm going to use another piece of software that you all know exists, snipping tool, right there. Grab that, click on here, save that. I have an image of Steve Jobs sitting on an apple made in Microsoft Whiteboard. That's it. If we want to come in here and doodle on and give Mr. Jobs some hair if we really want to, and we can continue to doodle as much. This is automatically saving. If I click back to home here, everything I'm doing is saved directly to the cloud, and eventually that will refresh. You'll be able to see here, there is my untitled, and everything's untitled, I forget to title these things, untitled whiteboard, and I can jump back into it if I really want to. Jump into whiteboard.office.com, we'll just refresh that on whiteboard.office.com, and what we should have is our whiteboard that we were just working on locally directly here in the cloud. Wonderful. Everything's backed up, everything's stored. There's Steve Jobs sitting on an apple. What more do you want? What more do you want? You want to share it with people. Click on export on here. We can create a link to this whiteboard, share this link. This link can be collaborative. This link can be a read-only link. Throw it out to as many people as you want. If I click copy link, that is what the link actually looks like. Send that in an email, send it in WhatsApp, do whatever the hell you want with it. And this allows people to go and open this in the app or view this on the web to work with. Great. Dropping out one more time. One final thing we need to do is, what about if we want to export a whiteboard? Clicky, we've got export image, export PDF. There is also a format background, so if you are a lawyer and you want things with dots and yellow legal pad, you can do dots and yellow legal pad if you want to. Do narrow rules, do triangles, do squares. Hey, if you're a mathematician, you might want some squares. Let's zoom into that. There we go, there's a grid of squares. Great. That's Microsoft Whiteboard. That's one of my favorite pieces of softwares, and I hope you really enjoy this. And you know the routine, hashtag like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this video and will join me next time. Goodbye.